Confident enough to quit and find something better. That's where a lot of us are in this recovery. So, what are we looking for? Dr. Ron Friedman, a workplace psychologist who's just written the book, The Best Place to Work, says, well, besides better pay, we want more windows. How can that help?
Yeah, the window. So that's really fascinating. That's one of the more surprising things I found looking at the research for The Best Place to Work is that daylight is healthy for us. And so when we sit near a window, our body produces more serotonin. That puts us in a better mood. It produces more melatonin, so we're able to sleep at night, and it lowers our blood pressure. And so there are studies showing that you can actually predict the level of satisfaction in the workplace by the amount of sunlight entering the workspace.
In your book, you suggest ways companies can keep people from feeling as though they're repeating the same thing daily.
Well, the book talks about plenty of things that people can do, and, it really comes down to the three basic psychological needs. So the one is the feeling of growing your competence. And one really simple, inexpensive thing that any company can do to keep people feeling like they're learning and expanding their skills is to provide a reading budget. And so what that would look like is essentially providing people with the option of buying a book that's relevant to their work once a month or once a quarter. And then you can create an office library where people are exchanging new ideas and improving constantly. It's not an expensive thing to do.
And apparently, if there's one thing to get rid of, it's that Employee of the Month award. Why?
It's interesting. It's a well-intentioned idea, the idea of recognizing employees for producing great work. But what it does is it pits employees against one another. And so now I'm less likely to recognize you because I'm afraid I'm not going to win the award. You'll win the award. And so if you've got a company of 100 employees, you end up having 99 losers who walk away feeling like this month's efforts weren't recognized, and one person who ends up feeling good. So a better approach is to create a culture where everyone feels confident enough that they can recognize one another, and recognition doesn't just come from the top, it comes from other employees.
You also list companies such as Google and Facebook who encourage risk-taking. Now, wouldn't you want your employees to follow the course that you've charted?
Well, not if you want people to deliver terrific work. The way that it works is that if we are feeling fearful about taking risks, we're not learning at our best, we're not innovating at our best. And so there's a reason for why some of these companies are rewarding failure. It's because they get people to take risks and invest in producing better work.
Dr. Friedman, author of The Best Place to Work, thanks very much.
My pleasure.